Welcome to the Junior Coaches Corner to you, coming to you live today from Time Warner Arena. We got the Sports Broadcasting Club right here on the court at Time Warner Arena post-game today from the Detroit Pistons and the Charlotte Hornets game today. Introduce yourself. Who we got here?
I am Richie Lewis.
Okay.
I'm Matthew Thomas.
Ethan Westall.
Owen Jackson.
All right, guys. Is this the first NBA game y'all have ever been to?
Yes.
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 All right, tell me some things today. What did you like best about our trip today, about the game? What did you enjoy?
I enjoyed that the offense was actually pretty good, but they did not score a lot.
Okay, was that, you think, because of the defense, or do you think it's early in the season here and they just have not gotten their shooting touch yet?
They just have not gotten their shooting touch yet.
Okay, all right.
I liked the defense part, but they didn't work hard in the second half because they let the Detroit Pistons score about 40.
Okay.
I like the offense because they were shooting a lot, but sometimes they didn't always make them. Like half the time they were shooting threes and they couldn't make them.
Okay.
I liked their defense because they were blocking some of the slam dunks that the Pistons were trying to do.
Okay, so it's a little bit different level from high school games you've watched there. You had a chance to walk out here on the floor with some of the players there. What do you think about the size of the guys? You get to see them up close, how big they are.
They're huge.
They're giants.
They're very big.
They're very tall.
All right, let me ask you this. How did you like where you were sitting today?
I like the view, and actually you can see both sides and every fan in the arena.
Okay.
I liked it because we got the center of the arena and we could see and nobody was able to sit in front of us.
I like the seats where we were sitting at the middle of the arena.
I liked them because you had more space than sitting out on the court.
Okay, we are the Sports Broadcasting Club. What was it like to actually participate in and getting to be a part of a real NBA post-game interview session with a head NBA coach?
It was a real, actually, exciting and learning experience.
It was pretty cool because you always see them on TV and you think that it's somewhere that nobody could go, but you end up going there.
It was pretty cool because I got to see the real coach in real life.
It was really cool because that was one in a lifetime event.
Okay, this was an educational trip. That's what we took today. What did y'all actually learn today?
We actually learned to be respectful of, to take care of what you do not own.
Okay.
I learned not to bully because they had that halftime show on the big TVs, and it showed not to bully.
Okay.
I liked it because you're not always going to make your shot whenever you're out there on the court.
Okay.
I learned that you're not going to block every shot.
Okay, so even the guys who make the most money playing, you see, they're going to miss some too. That they're human just like us, or they're bigger than us. This is their job, though, but they are human like you. That they have to practice and do things to get better too. All right, we're going to pause for just a minute, and we're going to come back with our next group. Okay, and welcome back. We have 4 more of our Junior Sports Club broadcasters today. Here, guys, you're looking mighty sharp in your black shirts right here, though. Did y'all have fun today?
Sir? Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, let's go through the introductions again right now with who we've got in this group.
Caden Jenkins. Caden Turner. Ashton Scott.
Will Fish.
All right, guys, how many for you, was this your first NBA game?
Yes, sir. No.
Okay.
Yes, sir, it was.
No, sir.
Okay, so 50% of you have been to an NBA game. 50% of you have not. So that means 2 and 2 for those of you that are calculating, looking for your calculators right now, though. But, again, what were your impressions of the game today? I know it's an exhibition game. The teams have only been practicing a little over a week, though. But what were your thoughts on the game?
I think the Charlotte Hornets need to practice a little more and take their time on their shooting.
Okay.
Not rush your shots because you need to take time and make sure that you have the right angle when you're shooting the ball.
I think they need more practice. They need to practice more.
Okay.
They need to practice double teaming Al Jefferson.
Okay. Now, were y'all aware that 2 of the Hornets starters did not play today? That they had 2 of their players, Gerald Henderson and Kimball Walker, both were disabled today, that they're nursing injuries. You think that would have made a difference in the way they played today if 2 of their starters had played?
Maybe, maybe not.
They could, because I know Kimball Walker, he's a good player.
He's a real good player, isn't he?
I think it would have made a difference scoring-wise.
Okay.
It wouldn't have made it would have made like a little difference because they were still switching out players, and anyways they would have still brought them out, and they wouldn't have got as much minutes.
You know, we had a chance to go in and talk with the Bobcat coach, Coach Clifford, after the ball game, though. I thought he made a good point, and it's, a point that you can apply to sports, but it's really a point you can apply to being a student in the classroom or anything. He said the team that won today were the guys that came focused and ready to play. And, do y'all agree with him on that? I mean, that's pretty much, if you go in and you're not prepared for taking a test in the classroom or, to do your best in the classroom, you're not going to be successful or you're not going to win in there either, though. But do you think that was a good point he made, that he thought that Detroit was mentally more prepared today?
Yes, sir.
I agree with that.
I totally agree with that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what was your impression? Again, I'm sure that's the first time for all y'all getting to actually go in to meet with a head coach after the game and participate in a press conference in there. What were your thoughts on what he had to say? Anything that stuck out in your mind that he had to say?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what I'm saying is, y'all cracking me up right here, though. Was there anything that he said that you really liked what he had to say after the game?
Not really.
About the team or the way the team played?
Yes.
All right, what was that?
That they need to practice more, and they need to work on double teaming for Al Jefferson. That seemed to be the biggest problem because that's probably one of their best guys out there today, and he wasn't scoring much because they had the double team on him. And
Okay.
It didn't seem like they practiced it much.
All right. Anything that he said in the press conference today that you really liked, the head coach?
Well, I liked how they said that they need to practice more and how they were doing.
Okay.
No, sir.
All right, did you notice one thing? I noticed Miss McKelvey's looking at the sheet right now. I have taught some of you guys, and I know she has in PE too, about how important free throws were. I think 64% is all the Detroit Pistons. Professional players only made 64% of their free throws. And that's something that that really upsets me because players don't practice shooting free throws anymore. And that's something I think that everybody needs to do, and it starts at your age that everybody wants to practice doing their dunks and shooting three-pointers, but nobody wants to practice free throws. All right, any other comments y'all had on your experience today? What did you learn today?
Practice makes you better, and if you don't practice, when you get out there, you're not gonna know what you're doing.
Okay.
I did learn stuff, but the first game I ever went to was the Detroit Pistons Bobcats game, so it's kind of cool seeing how both of the teams have gotten better or worse.
Okay.
Well, I think I learned that practice makes perfect, and if you go out there and you don't practice as much, you're not prepared to win the game.
Okay.
Practice makes you better.
All righty. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this group. We've got another group of guys coming up here. We're going to pause for just a minute. And welcome back. We have the Sports Broadcasting Club coming to you live today from Time Warner Arena. We're on a field trip for the Charlotte Hornets versus Detroit Pistons. Well, the Hornets came up a little bit short today, though, but this is a game. Yeah, everybody wants to win, but this is more or less a practice game today, though. So we're going to start first with introducing our group right here. Let's start up front right here.
My name is Tysil. That's it.
Okay. The questions get harder. What was your name now?
My name is Tysil.
Okay. Back row now.
Keyshawn Watts.
All right, Keyshawn.
Brooks Bishop.
What's that fish man? Bishop.
Spencer Ison.
Okay.
Will White.
All right. We've got 5 in here. We're trying to squeeze everybody in, though. Guys, I know y'all are pretty much – I know this man right here, he got into the ball game. I'll verify that. He was up cheering, going on. You've been to a lot of games before, hadn't you?
Yep.
So, well, what were your thoughts today? This is the first time you've seen them put on the Hornet uniforms. What did you think?
Yeah, I like the uniforms.
Okay. About the game today, what were your impressions of the game, guys?
I think that they, if they had played better defense, they probably would have won.
They just kept on turning over the ball too much.
Okay. What's your thoughts?
Need to work on offense.
Trying to get in closer into the paint more often.
Okay, because the Bobcats were taking a lot of outside shots. When Al Jefferson was not in the ball game, they did not have very much of an inside game today, though. So that's something probably they're going to have to work on, too, is on the inside game. What did y'all think, too, about, this was an 11 o'clock game. Most games that the team plays is at 7 o'clock at night. I looked at the stat sheet. That was a sellout. Over 19,000 people here today. 19,000 people your age or a little bit older running around, doing the wave, doing all kind of crazy things. Do you think that the Hornets were really focused today on what they were doing, or do you think that they were not really mentally sharp?
They weren't mentally sharp.
Okay.
They weren't mentally sharp.
I think they were focused on what they were doing. I don't think they were paying attention to what the crowd was doing.
Okay.
I think they were paying way too much attention to the crowd.
Okay.
Not focused.
Alrighty. Now, it was kind of interesting, and I should have said this with the other group, though, but, we had a chance the other day where you're talking about being focused, that Cody Zeller, that played for the Hornets, he actually talked to our class. He called me up on the phone during class last week, and we had a conversation on there, and he was talking about how wild and rowdy it gets in here. So the players do know when the kids are in here, when they're cheering and rowdying, because he talked about what a different experience it is. So, they are aware of what's going on with all of the people in here, even though they're focused on the game. They know about the noise and everything like that. All right, what were your thoughts about sitting in a luxury box today?
Wow.
Did you like that? You think you'd want to do that again?
Yes.
Okay.
Great.
You like that sandwich too. You like both those sandwiches you had for lunch today, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the luxury box because they're good seats.
I think I would want to do that again too.
Yeah.
It was a different experience instead of sitting in the crowd and people yelling and screaming in your ears.
Okay.
I liked it because you get a better sight instead of sitting in the crowd and everybody's heads in the way.
And it's kind of neat, too, where you've got, everything right there, too, where you can kind of sit up. You can actually stand up and walk around a little bit. You don't get in anybody's way and all, though. But what did y'all learn today from this experience of coming to the game, sitting in the luxury box, going in the not in the locker room, but in the media room? Did y'all learn anything today? What was it like? Did it give you a different perspective being back on the other side of the game rather than sitting in the stands to get to walk through when you saw the players going to the locker room? You walked out with them, though. What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I like to see the players and stuff.
Okay.
I liked it because it's just like a whole different experience than sitting in the stands with everybody in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it because you get to walk in a luxury box, see the head coach, and you see them talk about the players.
Okay. Guys, what were your thoughts on today? What did you learn?
I learned how hard they worked even though they lost.
Okay.
I learned that if you believe in yourself, you can accomplish anything.
Okay. All right, this is what I do. This is my other job, that I come and do this probably 4 and 5 nights a week. I'm here in Charlotte. After I leave school, this is where I come. That I usually sit right up there in section 108. It's where my seat is up there for every game. And I go back and I eat in the room that we walk through in there and go in the media room. And right there, how many of y'all think you might enjoy doing a little sports broadcasting if you get older and all? Do you think this is a pretty good job to have?
Yeah, because, you get to, meet with all the players, and it's just like a different experience from what you would be doing if you didn't or wouldn't have that job.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the job, and you get to see all the players and the football players.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like this job too, because you get to see all the players who come in and stuff.
Okay.
I liked it because you get to sit up there. Sometimes sit up in the luxury box and get to interview the head coach.
I like this job because you get more opportunities to do more fun things.
Okay. So we're going to pause for just a minute, and we're bringing our two ladies. We're saved the best for last to come. Okay. And welcome back. I told you we saved the best for last. We got our ladies with us. So I've got my Tennessee Volunteer fan here. I'm going to let her introduce herself.
I'm Sadie Lefevre.
Okay.
I'm Isabella Rubio.
All right, ladies. You know, women's sports is big now. There's a WNBA. We came to an NBA game today, but there is WNBA. Unfortunately, Charlotte doesn't have a team anymore, though. But what did y'all think about your experience today?
I think it was a good experience. I've never been to a basketball game other than my brother when he played at a church.
Okay, so this is a little bit different from a church league basketball game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, Isabella, you've been before. You told me you've been to, say, I think, the Miami Heat before, though. But, you know, tell us about your experience today, being, I guess, behind the scenes, getting to see what goes on.
It was an awesome experience, but the one with the Miami Heat, I did not remember because I was only 1 year old when I went.
That would be kind of hard.
This is the first NBA game I've actually remembered.
Okay. How did you like actually where we sat today with the luxury box and actually getting to go in and hear what the coach had to say?
It was awesome.
Okay. What did you think about today?
I think it was really fun. There was new experiences, and I like how the luxury box had room to move around.
Okay. Now, I've got a lot of the former honeybees or lady cats like that work for me. Is journalism maybe something you would enjoy doing maybe someday, being a female broadcaster?
That would be a good job because I like to talk about sports a lot.
Okay. And again, there's more and more ladies or sidelines reporters and like that. I may have to give you a job someday.
Okay.
How did you like to get into again, walking the Piston players were actually walking down the hall with us when we went in the room there, and several of them came back out here, though. What were your size on, you know, the thoughts of the players, you know, of how big they were?
They made me feel like a midget.
They made me feel like a midget, too. So, all right, how did they make you feel?
I don't really remember seeing them pass by. I probably wasn't really paying attention to them.
Okay. Was there anything that the coach said today that kind of stuck out in your mind that you enjoyed when he was talking about the game?
It would be that they had oh gosh, now I can't remember it. But that they had a good game, and that since it was the first, they only had basically 1 week of practice. And they had a game right after their week of practice, that they should be able to make a lot better progress because they'll start having more practices.
Do you think that, like he was saying, that Detroit may have been more focused on what was going on than Charlotte was today?
Yes.
Okay, what were your thoughts on that?
I think that during the game, the Hornets may have been a bit distracted because there are a bunch of kids around. And I think that the Detroit might have been maybe a bit more focused than the Hornets.
Okay. How hard would it be for you to play on this floor with 19,000 people just kind of looking around here, 19,000 people screaming and hollering while you were playing?
I would probably lose focus a lot.
It would be hard, wouldn't it? Probably when you went to the free throw line to shoot, that basket would probably seem like it was about 10 miles away, wouldn't it?
Yes.
What did you learn from the trip today?
They talked about bullying during halftime and not to bully anybody because they'll just leave marks so that you will not be able to fix ever again.
Okay. And what did you learn from a trip today?
That practice makes perfect.
Okay.
Well, maybe not perfect, but almost perfect. If you practice a lot, you can get a lot better than before.
All righty. Well, you have heard it here today from all of our guys and girls. We've had a great time today that we came to Charlotte. We had a lot of fun riding in the excursions coming up here. It was great fun today sitting in a luxury box, and I will add that we were the only school that had a luxury box today. I hope y'all noticed that, didn't you? That make you feel special today? I think you look great in your shirts today. today that we all have on our matching shirts. I thought we looked very professional today. We looked like we belonged in the NBA, didn't we?
Yes.
Maybe we can do it again, but we appreciate Bowling Springs Intermediate School allowing us the opportunity to come and be here today, though. Been a lot of fun, been very educational. Again, for the sports broadcasting class, have a good day. We enjoyed our trip today.